All right, we could use your abilities now.
That's what I'm talking about. What the hell am I supposed to be doing again?
Watch yourself. Sure thing, I guess. No, what I mean... Right.
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What a russ!
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, you wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
At least she didn't chip your brain. Probably knew you would have rather died than bend to her will.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
What you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you. You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I've got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
Look, I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, Mum. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
The microchip keeps her slaves in line. If they get too ambitious, zap! She hits them and takes their organs like their cattle.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
It's what you got, Bagley boy.
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has two leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
I love having options. Pure freedom.
I've marked both on your optic.
I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion PMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
Yes, we have to take the fight to the boss man. Cut the head off the snake. But how are we gonna get Cass and Albion to fuck off out of London?
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
How you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
Okay, I'm on it.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Can Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
New dark web designer drug, right? The cops were trying hard to keep it off London streets. Back when the cops tried to, do things.
It's a highly addictive psychotropic with a staggeringly high fatality rate that stands to make Clan Kelly a lot of money.
Yeah, no matter how many bodies they rock up.
Well, the phrase Finsbury New Project keeps popping up in their comms, if you'd like to take a look into it. Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
It's shady as shit.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic. There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location.
Why does this always bloody happen?
The beekeeper is real.
Do you think you have what it takes? Visit an Albion recruitment station today and find out.
Can you believe this?
They'll never know what it is. Fuck off this guy, will it? Bring it down and
Well, I suppose that is technically a kind
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Time to introduce ourselves then.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Can you say paranoid?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Say no more. Shit! I got to get through all of these traps.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Okay, I'm on it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
Traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Move! One more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right. Take it easy.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait, cool it, no man. I'll be a nosy in the city. You have to run.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Shit, Bedrin. We know. Why else do you think we come here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Nah, you're not listening. We need your help and we got no love for Cass. Bastard did the bombings and tried to kill us.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what...
Move!
Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. Table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Shit!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Lord God.
Out.
Drones are on their way to the suspect.
Pursuing the target. Over.
No sign of the target. Over.
Untouchable.
Control, we're heading back. Over.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard,
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem, and people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice.
Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
What? No hope in hell of us getting into Tower of London. Security is tight.
I like to help, fam, but Nigel's caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly
Wagwan.
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
Trust me, this ain't my idea of a good time. But Cass is going to announce some kind of new project or a weapons thing. DedSec got to know about this shit, or we're doomed.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in a pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Interesting. Send me their details, please.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
So wait, is any Albion mercenary going to actually switch sides?
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
Something tells me you want to help the resistance.
You them dead sick, yeah?
I could pass on a word. You understand?
Then I got a bit of a proposition. What if I told you I got a way to stick it to Clan Kelly?
I'm listening.
All right, listen then. Some wasteman gangsters have been putting in their press on old folks and shopkeepers, demanding cash for their benevolent protection. You see me? I can install a nice little hack to drain their crypto and route it back to those they stole it from. Ongo problem? I need their private key.
All right, so we get you the key and you can do your thing.
Spot on. Give me the key and everything them bullbuckers took will be ours. Take care of this for me and I'll make it worth your time.
All right, we'll look into this.
Network traffic points to the private key being on some kind of mobile server, probably a van in one of their hideouts.
What's your fucking problem? Big man. That's great. Absolutely. You're dead sick, aren't you?
You make me swear. Just out.
In case you forgot, the private key you're after is on a server in a van.
Say no more.
That's the vehicle you're looking for there.
See if the crypto key and it's coming in hot. Bagley, get us a secure location for the exchange. Tell that hacker to me.
Got it. Pushing the location now. You're being followed. Try and lose them.
Find the suspect.
That's done it. You've gotten away.
Auto drive now enabled.
Hey, what's the deal? I thought you were supposed to be here to drain the account.
I'm hiding, not too far away. Getting the key over wireless. Don't want to run into Clan Kelly while they're looking for their money.
Funny you should mention that. I'm seeing multiple Clan Kelly hostiles converging on the van right now.
Shit. All right, keep doing you, and I'll get them off your back.
Got it.
I'm coming for you.
You've made it your whole life not dying. Don't quit yet. You live, but you will die someday. Better make peace with that now.
You don't have to die like this.
Transfer complete. I'll open a channel to our hacker friend.
Brilliant. You're as good as your word. I'll get this cash back to the people who lost it right away. I owe you one.
We don't need repayment, but we could use you. Why don't you join our squad?
Just what I was hoping to hear. I mean,
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed.
Good folks willing to take a stand is getting hard to come by. You're gonna fit right in.
Thanks. I'm ready to bring real justice where it's needed.
Amazing.
Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Good, evil, safer for the comics. We're just real people trying to get by.
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform.
This is fine. Just doing my job.
Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look. A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
How is it you know more about him than I do?
Yeah. I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Seriously, for real?
Intruder Didn't alert. Find out he was a murderous
Intruder
prick
alert.
until later.
Looks clear.
Let's fan
Gotta
out.
check our next
Be quick
area.
about it.
You're gonna have to come out sometime.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Find them! They got away! Shit!
So can you tell me a bit more about how the
Can't win.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Clear? Moving
They're
on.
here somewhere!
Gone far. Degenerate!
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Area clear.
Find
Moving
them.
on. I do like, you know, I tell you what, you can't have gone far.
Come out! Wherever area you are. Clear. Gonna keep searching.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
They can't be far! Find them! Damn it! They're gone!
Give up while he still can.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
project the directors presented upstairs. Can't wait to see it roll out.
This will definitely come in handy.
And safer. Yeah. You don't think it's going to make certain aspects of our job redundant, do you? Not a chance. Director Cass takes care of his own. You know that. Fair point. Everything is proceeding on schedule, and Mr. Cass is out their damn boots before coming in.
London is at war against crime.
I've got nothing against it. All my paperwork's in order, right?
They're gone! Cancel the search!
Every day there's a bloody gunfight on the news. But I suppose it's a bit of a chicken and egg.
I heard someone saying dead set.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Wonderful.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Sr.'s death.
Show me.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company. But I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Jesus Christ, me have issues, but this is a next level, you know. Them choose him, of all people, to secure London? Blood clot.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
What a fact is. What's going on?
How's it going? Seem a bit tense.
How are you getting on with those metrics? The deadline is coming up quickly. It wouldn't do
No sense resisting.
He's presenting to the stake.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
They're here somewhere!
Give up. We might go easy. You know what these are? I don't like
Look for anything suspicious.
Clear? Moving on.
It's here. I know it.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how
The worst it will get. All clear over here.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Quadrant clear.
Let's fan out!
Moving to
Be
assist.
quick about it!
Albion Cromwell, Nelson, Cass.
Who would
So
send
can
me
you tell me a
this?
little bit more about how the retrofits are going?
Everything is proceeding on schedule. And Mr.
They're down boots before coming in. Like I haven't got enough to do. Dealing with construction. Chatting with the just keep going about your day and let the professionals do their job. Get in the way. It's your problem, not mine. Followed the law. I respect the law, don't you? Maybe everyone else did too.
I heard someone saying DedSec was back.
They better not be. Just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have morals.
How's it going? Seems a bit tense.
How are you getting on with those vets? The deadline is coming up quickly. You wouldn't do to miss it. He's presenting to the stakeholders right now.
I know, but...
Welcome to Project Themis. Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Tidus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
A building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
I need an exit.
The catacombs, fam.
Putting a stop to this! Come on, dumb cunt!
I have better things to do.
Saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
But in control, that was for effect. But also to get results. To get Themis launched as soon as possible. What the fuck? Hell. I don't like this. What was that?
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
Help me!
No movement during the scan. All right. Stop moving about. How long will we have?
I'm not bragging, but I think I'm doing pretty damn good fighting with DedSec.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Thank you, sir. I think.
Yeah, Bagley's quirks will go on you. He's honestly pretty hilarious. Nice work, by the way.
Should be getting on.
This person needs help.
Shit for brains.
What? I'm done. I've been telling you now that I'm gonna leave the city. For how long? And this is the day. I'm leaving. I've had enough. I've told you from day one. This is gonna go to shit. I've told you. And I'm ready to leave.
I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready.
Ready for more police work? I was able to intercept a Clan Kelly laptop. It's full of Clan Kelly accounting data. Substantial amounts have been diverted to an unrelated account.
I say we help. Anybody trying to mess with Clan Kelly can only be our ally.
You may be right. I believe Bagley has a lead. Good luck.
There's one other computer connected to the same network. It's at the old canal warehouse. Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome, but what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security.
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break in the Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Listen. Just calm down. There's no point, no? All right. Okay. Really? No way. What? Didn't. No. I don't believe you need to show me pictures. Yeah? No, I entirely understand. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right.